Here's another video with a simple set of stairs I believe most people could build. And don't forget to check out at the end of the video, I am going to put a link to a playlist I made of quite a few videos. I think I have almost 10 videos right now on different types of easy stairways I think people could build. And these aren't stairs with 15 steps on them. They're stairs that maybe 5 or 6 steps at the most. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. This is all 2x6 here, 2x6 decking, 2x6 framing, and it gives us a 7-inch rise. 7 3/4 inches is the maximum, and you could always put some spacers under here if you wanted to maximize the height on these. So remember, 7 3/4 inches is the maximum stair riser height by most building codes. Public stairways is 7 inches, so this would be it. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute, the public can use this stairway. For residential homes, single family dwellings, the 7 3/4 inches usually applies. Public stairways, they would be talking about stairways you might see at a supermarket, something like that. So just simple boxes here. Let's take it apart. And there we are. First step will be to level the ground. And then, of course, the next step would be to build a box. And I just equally spaced the joists. If you're going to be using 2x6 for your decking, then you can probably space these a maximum of 24 inches on center apart. This box will be 5 foot wide and 4 foot in depth. And of course, we are using stakes here. You will need to secure the box to the soil somehow. And of course, this framing, if you were building it on top of a concrete slab, then you might need to use another method. So here we just have some stakes on the inside. We don't want to be able to see them on the outside. Drive them in. And now you will, over time, you could end up with these rotting. So if you're worried about that, you're going to have a lot of water here. You might want to use steel stakes or something else that isn't going to rot, another material. And if you use pressure-treated lumber, you're thinking, hey, I'll use some pressure-treated lumber, then you'd have to actually have pressure-treated lumber that is ground-rated. Most pressure-treated lumber that you get at your local lumberyard and home improvement centers is meant for the interior. It's not actually meant for the exterior. A lot of people don't realize that. So something like this for starters. Make sure that it's level. When you're happy, go ahead and put the decking on it. And then the next box. Now the next box will center. Now this is designed to give us a 12-inch step in each direction. I'll go over that here in a little more detail in a few minutes. Use some type of framing anchors to position it to where it's not going to move. We do not want this set of stairs moving, so that is very important. And you can use as many of these as you want, or other methods. You could simply put some toenails in or put some screws in, whatever you think will keep this thing from moving. Now, something I want to point out here, you build something like this, when you go to put the decking on top, any debris that gets past this is going to end up where? Down here. So you could actually build this box with an open area here, open the area up in between the two joists, and you can always move the joists over too if you wanted to have this completely open to where nothing would catch or land on this over time. Problem with debris in a situation like this, I mean, I realize I'm giving you an easy to build stairway. That's one thing, but sometimes by creating something that's easy to build, we create other problems. And one of those problems, of course, would be any debris that sets on this area, remains moist for a while, and starts to rot the wood. That could be a problem. So put the decking on, and there's our stairway. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our measurements. 5 foot, 4 foot, and then we have a 3 foot square on the top. And of course, if we just do some simple math, we'll see that it's 1 foot all the way around. And I want to point something else out. Here I have a 16-inch drop or that would be the distance from the top of the floor to the top of the soil. 7-inch step here, 7-inch step here, that's 14 inches. 2 inches here would give us a 16-inch drop. Now you can use this same unit here on heights that might be a little bit larger. So as I said, we had 16 inches, that's 7 inches, 7 inches, and then 2 inches, but this is 4 inches. Now you can go as far as 7 inches or 7 3/4 inches possibly if the door to the building opens in. If you're using this for a deck or a shed, something like that, it might be different. If the door was to open out, then this platform might need to be larger. You'd need to check with your local building department for more information. So just to give you an idea, this unit here can be used, let's just say, on any distance between 14 inches, which would put the top of this even with the floor, 14-inch height from the top of the floor to the top of the soil, to, if we added 7 inches to that, to 21 inches. This would basically, 21 inches would give us 3 steps into the house. So anyway, I hope that helps. If it does, and you think this is an easy stairway to build and anybody can probably do it, then hit the old thumbs up button. And don't forget to check out the playlist for other videos